records, I'll do just about anything, even songs I don't know. So, any Cat Stevens, anything like that, you name it. I'll do this one first while you think of something. A little hot around the collar, a little long in the tooth, a little bit nostalgic for the errors of your youth. Everybody says you're crazy, everybody says you're nuts, everybody says you just picked up and ran. Man, that takes guts. Free and easy, miserable and confused, guilty as charged, the trial separation blues. You used to romanticize about your better days. You used to fantasize about more difficult ways. Now it's enough for you to stay awake until you sleep. You used to count your blessings, now you're just counting sheep. Free and easy, miserable and confused, guilty as charged, the trial separation blues. The bottle is empty, your wife is on the phone. You like when no one's around, but you hate to be alone. If I know, if they know, if we know, if she knows, if we all know, why did somebody say so? Free and easy, miserable and confused, guilty as charged, the trial separation blues. The trial separation blues. Oh, nah. Oh, wild thing, I think you moved me, but I wanna know for sure. Gutterball song too. Saw you standing in Richmond last winter. Lips were chapped and your face was blush. In a warm room, looking out through the window. Lips were warning not to be rushed. Are you looking for some kind of sign? I'll be waiting for you when you make up your mind. When you make up your mind. Bet you were something when you were younger. Bet you were something in a previous life. I can see you asleep in the fields. I bet you made someone a beautiful wife. Are you waiting for some kind of sign? I'll be waiting for you when you make up your mind. When you make up your mind. I bet you were something when you were younger. Bet you were something in a previous life. I can see you asleep in the fields. I bet you made someone a beautiful why I wait for the sign. I'll be waiting for you when you make up your mind. 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 My own song, so it's very easy. Another song in G. It's okay. This is the closest I've come to actually having a hit record. It was very exciting. It was in this country, and it's actually helped me pay rent for several months, so I'm going to really love this song. Now in this town there's a joke going round and everyone says you. The phase, the craze, they're constantly amazed at the things you say and do yet go. Everybody steals and cheats on you and comes back in the end. You say, man, I'll do anything you want, don't leave me again. Carolyn, can't you see what you're doing? Carolyn, step outside of the ruin. Oh. Now you sit all alone by your telephone, playing a tip and tat. Well, I don't mean to be all and get you down, but I think you're better than that. He throws you down, you pin you down, and make you holler when you say, man, I'll do anything you want, don't leave me again. Carolyn, can't you see what you're doing? Step outside of the ruin. Harp solo. Oh man, where'd he go? It's a minimal harp solo. Kind of a John Cage harp solo. There is no there. So, third verse different from the first. Well, I ain't no knight in shining armor coming to rescue you. I'm lazy. I'm crazy. I think I get mean when I have a few, but I'm not the kind to shake it down or peck at you like a hen. I say, come on, baby, take a walk with me now and start all over again. Carolyn, can't you see what you're doing? Carolyn, step outside of the ruin. Oh, no. Can't you see what you're doing? Carolyn, I want you to step outside of the ruin. Oh, Carolyn.
Can you do When You Smile?
Yeah, I can actually do that. This is soon to be released on a Concrete Blonde record in a few months. They did a really cool version of this on their next album, which I'm very flattered. It's interesting hearing this sung by a real singer. It verifies how much I like the song. It goes like this. Dreamed last night I was born 1,000 years ago. But when I woke up, I was lost with only one way to go. When you smile, I don't know what to do. I can lose everything in a minute or two. It's not fair to put you against all of the years behind. 'Cause history kind of pales when it and you are aligned. When you smile, I don't know what to do. I can lose everything in a minute or two. And it feels like the end of the world when you smile. Well, there ain't lived a man who is anything more than bones and sack. But it doesn't take much to hold the possibilities back. Oh no. When you smile, I don't know what to do. I can lose everything in a minute or two, and it seems like the end of the world when you smile. Smile, I don't know what to do. I can lose everything in a minute or two, and it seems like the end of the world. Yes, it seems like the end of the world. Yes, it seems like the end of the world when you smile. When you smile. To read lyrics over and over again. Bob Dylan songs are really hard to cover because he writes a lot of words. I mean, it's easy to cover Neil Young songs. They usually have about 3 verses and they're about his dog and and the lake or something like that. So that's easy to do. But these Dylan songs, it's proof that he hasn't lost his mind because he can actually get up there and you think he's lost all his marbles. And he goes on stage and remembers every song he's written in all 90 verses. So 90 verses where they haven't lost his mind.
I don't think he remembers all of that.
You don't think so? I guess it's hard to correct him since I don't remember him either. So if he's like making up new verses, yeah.
Last time he remembered it all.
Really? I think he generally gets all the words right. He did. Yeah. It's I mean, it's hard to tell me he's playing. Getting that little mosquito tone down. I seen the arrow on the doorstep, saying this land is condemned, all the way from New Orleans to Jerusalem. I traveled from East Texas, many a martyr fell. I know no one can play the blues like Blind Willie McTell. As far as I can get. I tried. Like I say, one by one, and it probably makes absolutely little or no sense because only a New Yorker would get it, not even people in Los Angeles would get this, but it's about, so I'll say all these first. The Knicks are the New York basketball team. Willis Reed was their player in the 60s. He was kind of an okay player, but I think only seemed good because he played with better players. Let's see, the exacta is a horse racing when you win the first two, you pick the first 2 horses in order. And then the Post is a horrible New York newspaper that, is sort of, just writes about, they had the famous headline, what was it? Headless woman found in topless bar. Really horrible. That's their famous headline. It's a bad newspaper. And I think that's all of them right there, but if I remember any other stuff as I go along. The Garden, Madison Square Garden. I think that's where the Knicks play. I think that's all 8th Avenue, a very sleazy street with lots of bars and strip joints. And I think that would cover all this in the song. So, to heighten enjoyment. Well, the Knicks lost big to Cleveland at the Garden Friday night. So I wandered down 8th Avenue to get a little tight. Got into a little scuffle, all because of Willis Reed. Now there's one more bar in New York, I can't get me what I need. One by one the doors are closing, one by one they're shutting down. One by one the word is spreading, one by one all over town. One by one my many options, one by one they're falling down. Dropping off like flies, one by one. Well, I had a job last summer writing copy for the Post. The hours were a bummer, the pay was worse than most. I missed a couple deadlines and I got the bum rush. Another golden opportunity turned to much. One by one the doors are closing, one by one they're shutting down. One by one the word is spreading, one by one all over town. One by one my many options, one by one they're falling down. Dropping off like flies, one by one. $10 on a long shot at the track. I hit on the exacta, I got 700 back. Now my rent is paid, I've got some groceries and some wine. One by one it all is working out and everything is fine. One by one the doors are closing, one by one they're shutting down. One by one the word is spreading, one by one all over town. One by one my many options, one by one they're falling down. Dropping off like flies, one by one. One by one the doors are closing, one by one they're shutting down. One by one the word is spreading, one by one all over town. One by one my many options, one by one they're falling down. Dropping off like flies, one by one. Sam Lapidus from LA, really good folk singer, has a record out. And this song is on his record, so it's really nice. I know I'm starting to get up in the years when people are covering my songs like this. So it's a good sign. Well, someone set fire to the field last night, turned himself in this morning. No, I don't think you knew him, but that's not the point. Well, the cops asked why he'd done it as they fastened up the cuffs. He looked at what he'd done and he said, guess I just don't know. No, I just don't know. But you can feel in your heart, feel in your soul, feel it go round till you lose control. And there's just a few things that can't be told. Don't you feel it burn? Don't you feel it burn? Oh, don't you feel it burn? Well, there was this friend that you and I had. There were a few things he believed in, and then one by one he found some flaws, and he's not so sure. Nah, now he's not all that sure. But you can feel in your heart, feel in your soul. Feel it go around until you lose control. And there's just a few things that can't be told. Don't you feel it burn? Don't you feel it burn? Now don't you feel it burn? I woke up alone this morning, and I looked around the room. And someday there's gonna be hell to pay. I know. Yeah, I know. There's gonna be hell to pay. I know, I know, I know. But you can't feel in your heart, feel in your soul, feel it go around till you lose control. And there's just a few things that can't be told. Don't you feel it burn? 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 I said, don't you feel it burn? That's cool, isn't it? I haven't done that in a while. Let's see. Roger. Red hair, green tights. She told me never to ask any questions. Midnight, the moon is right. She walks over in my direction. No surprise from the passing eyes. She leans over the windowsill. Time flies and a new disguise. Imagination and a $20 bill. When she comes around, when she comes around, all riddles and games. When she comes around, when she comes around, there's nothing to explain. Lady Godiva, truck driver, telling secrets that nobody knows. Late at night she turns off the light. She never takes off all of her clothes. When she comes around, when she comes around, all riddles and games. When she comes around, when she comes around, there's nothing to explain. No excuses for fresh bruises. Some boys don't understand. She's so selective from her perspective, and she knows how hard it is to be a man. Betty Davis, Clark Gable, cheap photos from a carnival stall. Some dreams work as fables, and some lives don't work at all. When she comes around, when she comes around, all riddles and games. When she comes around, when she comes around, there's nothing to explain. When she comes around, when she comes around, all riddles and games. When she comes around, when she comes around, and there's nothing to explain.
Yeah?
Weathered and Torn.
Yeah?
It's easy. 3 chords. That's kind of song. Weathered and torn. Weathered and torn. Hey baby, I'm on the floor. My, ripped and worn. It's down to me. I'm weathered and torn. Now she was a stranger, but that didn't matter. I didn't need her, but I had to have her. Somebody please get pressing the phone. She's gone. I'm weathered and torn. Weathered and torn. Weathered and torn. Hey baby, I'm on the floor. My, ripped and worn. It's down to me. I'm weathered and torn. Let's get this verse right now. See? Oh yeah, I tried to phone her. The number's been changed. And I tried to find her, but I was restrained. Well, somebody please, won't you throw me a bone? 'Cause I'm in the doghouse now. I'm weathered and torn. Ah, weathered and torn. Ah, weathered and torn. Hey baby, I'm on the floor. My, ripped and worn. It's down to me. I'm weathered and torn. It's down to me. I'm weathered and torn. It's down to me. I'm weathered and torn. Every day I get another sympathy card. Every day I get another sympathy card. Well, I hold 'em and I read 'em. I read 'em all again. Every day I get another sympathy card. And it seems that some people only want to hear you cry and moan. They all know that now I ride alone. Every night they roll on past my window. They shine their lights on in and they move on down real slow. And I hide in the shelter of the darkness of my room. Every night they roll on past my window. And it seems that some people only want to hear you cry and moan. They all know that now I ride alone. just wanna hold me. Man, they open up their arms and they just enfold me. And I say, hey baby, let's call it a night. Every night the women just wanna hold me. And it seems that some people only wanna hear you cry and moan. They all know that now I ride alone. They all know that now I ride alone. They all know that now I ride alone. Come back to Boston as soon as you can. The whole thing ain't gone down according to the plan. The morning when I wake up, I don't like what I see. Late at night, my dreams, they are terrifying me. Well, I was walking by the river in the early morning dew. I was singing out lines from Cypress Avenue. I wonder how he felt when he reached that far down. Let's come back to Boston before I hit the ground. And the winners stand confused and they don't wanna be misused. And the losers that came before us say, I don't wanna be here anymore. I was standing on the back porch, I was looking at the books. There was poets, politicians, beauty queens, and crooks. I wonder how he felt when he hit that far down, come back to Boston before I jumped the train. And the winners stand confused, they don't wanna be misused. And the losers, they came before us, say, I don't wanna be here anymore. No more. No more. No, no more. No more. No, 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 no more. I say, come back to Boston, or meet you halfway, somewhere by the middle of the interstate. We can take it on down to some cold, deserted lake, and then we can come back to Boston before we make the same mistake. I said, come back to Boston before we make the same mistake. Come back to Boston before we make the same mistake. I said, now, do you remember when? Do you remember when? Do you remember when we used to sing? Do you remember when? Do you remember when? Do you remember when we used to sing like this? Sha la 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 da da, sha la la da da, sha la la da da da. Sha la la da da, sha la la da da. Come back to Boston before we make the same mistake. Thanks very much. I got time for one more? Yes? A short one, a short one.
71 is over.
Got it. Yeah, you say it's a waste not to learn from your mistakes. Yeah, you say it's a shame, and I know it. Oh, and the scars that you show, yeah, may as well be for show. Oh, it means nothing to me. Oh. And I really don't know, 'cause I don't wanna know. Oh yeah, tell me when it's over. Tell me when it's over. Oh, let me know when it's done. Hey now, ain't that some kind of answer? But just one thing I say that no question was posed. Well, you got real imagination, man, and I really don't know, 'cause I don't wanna know. Oh yeah, tell me when it's over. Tell me when it's over. Let me know, let me know, let me know when it's done. Oh. And I really don't know, 'cause I don't